Okay. Hopefully everyone can hear me just fine, but let me just make one more check on that. Maybe move it down a little bit more. You may be bored, but I know that you just took a bath, so you are still taking a bath, so you're at least enjoying yourself. So, anyway, this is Squidlit. It is... Move the right stick. Oh... The contrast. I do appreciate that. Good old Game Boy. I could hear him ranting before the sounds come through the stream. Uh-oh. I may have to get more soundproofing. This is Squidlit. It is a small indie title that is $2 on Steam, but it just came out for the Nintendo Switch yesterday. It is basically a Game Boy game design method in terms of it's a little bit of a retro action game, but I'm just gonna let the game speak for itself. And how could we not like this little cute little thing? The little running animation, the little really ridiculous high jump. The village squizzard. Okay, so apparently my name is Plip. We have the village Squizzard. Since my Squizzardly magic protects Lipston, I cannot go on adventures. Okay, so you can't go. So I have a quest for you. The castle yonder is super spoopy. Excellent. The last Squidlit we sent as a scout has not returned. You have been chosen to go next. Oh, so you're sending me to my death. No streamer there can beat me. No one can... Wait, were you streaming out, Jay? I didn't realize that tonight. You've been chosen to go next. Good luck, Squid ever forwards. I do like the use of the word spoopy here. I feel like I'm drinkingly stumbling into a neurophilic cult. The things on my mind are, how did you dig that up? What will happen? These are some large existential questions that I'm not sure if I am going to be able to easily answer. What do you mean? Why is everything in ugly shades of green? Okay, a little bit self-referential. I do love the side portion here of the doots. And a little vibration there. I baked the muffins for your quest. Nosh one when you get hurt to feel better. Okay, so at least it's explaining that I'm going to find muffins to refill my health. You do you, man. You do you. Oh, yeah. No, you do have a point. Finally coming back after all this time. I've been busy, you know, getting into the new house, starting the new job, all that jazz. Doot, growing mushrooms. That's a lovely do-rag he has got. And better than ever. I do appreciate the Eric Bischoff theme there. I am so very squishy. It's wonderful to be an invertebrate. Okay, so a lot of little jokes and things early. Nerp, 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 nerdle, nerp. Some okay pixel artwork. I mean, there's not a lot of detail here, but there's good... I mean, like, you could tell that the work on the hat there is a little bit strange because you got the hat almost as the size of the actual squid, but... I got a mushroom on my head. Hey, Atticus. I hope you weren't horrified by Mew Spider. Oh, I didn't actually talk to that guy. I can't go back, though. I be Scuvit, the mightiest of Squidlits. The road ahead would be young, and there'll be Ooblets out and about. Ever met one? All you gotta do is jump over and ink on them. Okay, so that's our main... It's good pixel art for the style that they're going for. It's just that the proportions are going to be a little off, but that's sort of reminiscent of the Game Boy era because you only had a certain amount of screen space and you only had a certain amount of space to do everything in. So it does make a little bit of sense. So you ink them by double jumping. Okay, simple enough. It was new. Yeah, somebody had sent me that a little bit after I had reviewed the game, and I just was like, who made this? Why did they make it? And now I have to share it with everyone just because, my God. Okay. It is a little bit distracting. If you could see... At the top there, the muffins are their own little box, and it normally blends into the sky, but if you get to like a cloud, you end up being able to see those corners, which is a little bit off-putting. You could actually see a lot of corner work like here too. So that's a little bit strange that they didn't go to the extra detail there. What does contrast do? Contrast does that. Very similar to the old Game Boy, like the different levels of light on the contrast of the Game Boy when you were playing. It's hard to tell like how much of that muffin is like, is that a full health bar? Is that a half health bar? It's hard to tell. Okay, so simple gameplay. Nothing too exciting here, but I mean, again, you have to realize that, okay, it's a $2 title. It just came out for the Switch. I do have to check to see what its price is on the Switch. I did not check that going into this. I do love the jump animation, just sort of the roll and his eyes moving forward. Okay, well, glad you stopped by to check out little things. I'm hoping to, for everybody who is wondering or doesn't follow me on Twitter, I am trying to get an update video about like the state of the channel on Monday. But obviously keep that in mind that, you know, okay, new place, new everything. Ooh, hey, cowboy hat. It's $1.99 on the Switch? Okay, good to know. You know he's hardcore because he's got a little hat there. But I will say that I will try to get it done, but obviously it has a couple of caveats with it, like, okay, if me and Andrea go out somewhere that I wasn't expecting, you know, we have a new house, we've got some things to get done, we'll be going out on the weekend. She does come first. But hopefully the update video will explain what I'm going to be doing going forward and what I expect to do regarding the reviews on the channel. Tell my daughter not to climb trees. You climbed the tree yourself. Okay. So, from what I've seen here, you're really getting the game for its sort of cutesy factor and sort of the nostalgic factor of the old Game Boy days. Because, like, gameplay-wise, there's nothing too strenuous about the platforming. Here's hoping on everything. That's a Squidlit merchant. Okay. I need actually to find another muffin. Also, why muffins? Oh, so we actually have a quest now. And, okay, so we gotta knock everyone out. The farm stuff is... That is a big boy. Alright, finally got another muffin, so I'm okay on the health. I don't think I remember anything so cutesy on, besides Kirby on the Game Boy that at least I played. But, man, I would have to think about that. Did something get wrapped up in a cocoon? I'm a little concerned there. Okay, so it doesn't go through floors. That's obvious. Have a good night, man. I'll check out... I noticed that you got some stuff in your Twitter description. I'll check it out probably during the day tomorrow. Stuff to put on the background while working at the new job. Thank you so much. The hovercraft is yours. Don't worry about the sharkapillar cocoons. The adults breathe fire and spit acid, so I'll clear them before... That seems like a bigger concern. Oh, we have a little shoot 'em up section. Of course, because every game needs a little shoot 'em up section. I do like how it's a sharkapillar. It actually looks like a shark. What would a sharkapillar would be, with the butterfly wings too. Did I just run into the castle? No squid is allowed. Thank you, I pay taxes. Oh, okay. Trogdor. You know what? You know what? You just needed the beefy arm. It would be Trogdor. The music change is an odd one, but sort of makes sense. Okay, pretty quick, pretty... probably could have avoided that damage. Everything is pretty basic on the gameplay side here. I mean, again, not expecting much for $2. Some enemy variety, but not a lot. I steal the key. You'll never take me alive. Okay, well, I wasn't going to take you alive. Whoopsie Daisy got absorbed in Odyssey. How's the game so far? Oh, thank goodness. I promise to never forget to say God Emperor. After... Okay. What about you, guy? Oh, okay. You must help me stop her. I swiped a key for the guard, but it wasn't the one to my cell. Maybe it'll open the gate over there. Okay, cool. It is a little hard to see some of these characters against the background. Like that one. Hoo boy. That background is something. I don't think I saw those backgrounds in the old Game Boy game. Okay, so that guy's immune, so I'm just gonna run by him. I do love the derpy little ghosts, though. We need to go to the Royal Library in Castletown. There's a magic book that contains most knowledge in his empire. We need it if we want to stop her. Oh, okay. Well... Andrea's been enjoying herself, and I've watched and enjoyed watching her play, and also seeing her catch herself on fire magically. Sometimes without it making a lot of sense. The controls, though, are pretty tight, and I mean, they work for the game in question here. The physics on the actual jumping and the actual movement of the ink is nice. It's just that I sort of want more from it. But again, it is a very small indie game for $2. I shouldn't be expecting, like, the world. I don't know what the juice one does. Assemble the guards. Awaken the extraterrestrial grub. We have orders from the God Emperor, not when Squidlit passes. Okay. I don't know why I had to ink all those guys. Muffin. Oh, it's the Game Boy? Ah, I see. What are you doing? Have all the ink! Ah, no! Fire! Fire bad! Well, that was a boss fight. That was pretty simple. You're the Squidlit for rescue from the dungeon. Thanks a bundle. As long as you're here, can I tell you about my garbage theory? Help! A science! That would be... I'm pretty sure that would be Andrea's reaction. No, you're not going to talk science to me. Run away. Garbage universe. Wow, okay, we're getting into some deep themes here. Squidlit repellent. I'll give you muffins if you let me test my latest formulas on you. Bring it. Vanilla ice cream and horseradish. We have ground cinnamon and soy sauce. Oh. Hit me. Okay, well, that was a unique way to regain health, but again, it's got a lot of charm. The afro on the guy is a nice touch. Vintage espresso at all of Castletown. I'm your Batista Rubicon. Say, aren't you a bit too squidly to be drinking coffee? Nope. Spot is the best sun in town, so this is where I tend to all the cafe garden. Okay. All little characters that mean absolutely nothing because, well, they mean something to the town. Sure, we collect these crystals we use to control electricity after they rain from the sky. However, they only started falling about a century ago. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what that was supposed to do, but... Giant excitement we're looking for is entitled Grim War. Ha. I'll keep watch to make sure none of the scared knights follow you. You squip on ahead. Dance, dance, dance. The locked magical section. Probably the last time went in, she left the gate open. Now 7 books have escaped. Okay, of course. The spells of the pages, because that makes sense. So I gotta find 7 books that are apparently flying about. Yep, there's one. The music is, like, this particular track, I don't know what it is about the tones, but it's starting to really, like, grate on me. Like, a lot of those old Game Boy games did. Like, they would have certain tones that would, like, almost, like, get under my skin, but this one, ooh. I don't know if it's a specific lower tone that it's using. Okay, another book down. 3 to go. Okay, so there's still ones to get. Pretty easy, pretty repeatable in terms of the actions. That's good. I'm just not sure what I'm missing. I got 3 to go. Just go with enemies that... places that have enemies that I haven't killed yet. It's always the muffins. There's a book down there. I'm not sure how you get to that one. Let's see. Up here, up here. There we go. Alright, one left. It's a nice change of pace to make it more open-ended in terms of the, like, searching for things. Before it was like, oh, 13, get, you know, knock these 13 things off, but 13, like, all right next to each other. It's weird to have the right trigger do that. I don't know why. Alright, where's an enemy that I haven't found yet? Okay, there's an enemy, but that is one I had to come across. There's an enemy, and there's a book. Minute was all right. I didn't play too much of it, but I wanted to play more. All right, try to find ourselves the exit here. Just keep on going right. Thank you. Here's the gate key. Be careful. Most of them have changed themselves, but lately Grimoire have taken a liking to breaking their links. Oh, good. And more books. More flying books, and what is that thing? Oh. It's hard to see some of the detail, because I guess that was a bread box of sorts. Don't care about those enemies. Don't care about those guys. Do you believe in being skyrocket? I don't think I'll ever be popular in the sense of getting, you know, a lot of people on this channel, or even like in like real life. I just don't. It's not my kind of thing, and I just don't think that will ever happen. But if it did, I don't know what I would be able to do with it. Oops. Okay. You don't. You could go. You can go and play some Odyssey, and I'll join you after the stream. You don't. You don't have any problems there, Andrea. I know you support me. You allow me to do it. Jump. Just keep on jumping. Keep on inking. Have you set yourself fire while hiding in bushes and carefully aiming with your bow just to sneeze last minute and everything ablaze too? I don't think she's done that yet. I personally like the time that she lit everything on fire while she was standing in the oil. What is going on? Oh, did I fall into a book? The typical raining attack. Oh, Jesus. I guess those are supposed to be bugs? What the hell? Okay, this is actually a hard boss fight. No sword. No sword. I thought I would... Oh, okay. You're just gonna start right back up? Are you still damaged? Also never died once. You know what? Yeah, I've been trying. I keep on looking at the chat, and then I keep on not paying attention to what's on screen. So, my bad. I do think that even with the Game Boy portion of it, like some of those things are really hard to see, and I don't like that it's that hard to see. Dio says so many yeah, it does. I also like the fact that blood is flammable in Divinity Original Sin 2. And that got us out of a really strange predicament. don't know if the boss fight restarted. I'm assuming it does, because of the way it resets. But it's really hard to tell whether or not you've done damage to it, like how many hits are left. Like, there's no status that it gives you. You just sort of got to do it. I also don't like that spell because... Does it count as replay if you keep on dying over and over again? Yes. I'm pretty sure that's half the stuff of Dark Souls. Okay, I can go over here for the sword one because it doesn't reach. But the spell one I can't. You jump so high. Oh. Am I supposed to jump into the book? Ah. I see. Here I am trying to just ink him. Nope, 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 please don't. I didn't know I had to jump into the book. Is it nearly as hard as cocaine? Yeah, you know what? He's right. Garbage theory elves, come on. Hop. Here's the recipe for the potions brewing. It says here that once completed, it erupts and covers the sky in a dark protective shell. I don't get it. Why do this? Because the sky is evil. Oh, okay. Of course my ink is the one that will save it. And remember, not a single Squidlit... Oh, is that our big bad? Enters my keep. Squid... I can't even pronounce it. God Emperor. Calamari Damasi. Okay. It is cute, and I'll give the game... Like, it's got the charm factor going for it. Huff Puff, how can you jump the whole way? Huff Puff. What do they feed you, Huff Puff? Go on without me. I was told to be on the lookout for something called a Squidlit. Are you a Squidlit? No. Yep, I'll tell you if you see one. I need a muffin. Muffin would be nice, right? A muffin. Liking this last piece. Is he a Mothman? I think it's a moth woman, but yes. Oh. Can I move? Okay, I need to find something to put on that. Okay. Okay. Sure. Oh, they come back. Okay, that's new. It does have a flash game quality of it. But yeah, it's only $2, and for $2 with the nostalgia feeling, I could see that being like, it's not going to blow anybody away. If you're looking for gameplay, you're probably not looking specifically at this. Oh, but I need to get this guy to come over to me. Hey, here, over here. but it does the job for what it's designed to do, and that's nostalgia with a little bit of humor thrown in there and some nice effects. It's a good starting project for a studio, I think. Okay, so... Alright. Duh. The game is adorable. It is hard to tell, like, what enemies are hurt, like, will be hurt, though, unless if you just recognize that that guy doesn't get hurt or inked. Like, the rules aren't really... you can't understand them quickly. Also, I need to get this guy over here and over here. Come on. Okay. A little bit of puzzling there. I like that. I would recommend it if you were a Game Boy game lover. Also, hey Dynasty, how are you doing? In the Curse the Ball, you see something falling from the sky. But you can't make it out, so it's probably a load of hooey. I, Swiss God Emperor, am surprised this Squidlit could get this far. Leave before you ink everything up like your kind do. How rude. Why, why you do this? You see, I gotta do the thing before the thing. Boss, Squidlit like you would never be able to understand. God Emperor, you keep on saying God Emperor, will defeat you. Okay. I'm gonna go over here then. So am I supposed to, like, put the ink in the potion or something? Is that what's happening here? I feel like that's what's happening here. Ow. Aha! I screwed up your plans! Everything is now ink. I feel like I've made things worse. Oh, we have to hug him. Oh, did we win with the power of the friendship? Oh, wait. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, that was it. So it's a very short game, but for $2, I mean, were you expecting anything more than that? In fact, it only took about an hour. No, not even an hour. About 40 minutes. But for a $2 game, it was a nice little enjoyable experience. And you could also get it on the Switch, too. Some really good pixel artwork. Are there multiple endings? I don't think so. I don't know why I'm collecting all the ink that I just sprayed out, but that's okay. Oops. Oh, hey, guys. It literally is 40 minutes. I was able to beat it on the stream just now. So that is Squidlit, and I know it's not that much at this point, but hey, you did not beat my superb 32 first minute run. I did not, Yusine. I did not. But again, for $2, it isn't going to blow you away, but it is a nice little, sort of like a smile experience is the way that I put it. It's not going to make you laugh. It's not going to make you, throw yourself into it. You're just going to sort of, have this goofy smile on your face, and you would let the nostalgia sort of come back to you. But other than that, that's it for the game. I mean, if you're expecting a lot of gameplay, not going to get it here. If you're expecting a lot of, great sound design and pixel design, it's cute. There are things around the edges that are a little bit rough. So, I guess at this point, do I start a Slay the Spire run just to add some more time to the stream, or do I call it here? Thanks for saving me for the insanity of you doing a 5-hour experience. I mean, I could play this repeatedly for 5 hours if you want. I don't think you'll enjoy that. You know what? Let's do... Because I know a couple people had questions on Slay the Spire, so... we will quickly change over to Slay the Spire for the time being. Give me a second. I'll do one run of that and then call it a night. And let's change that to that. We're going to take this off because I don't want to deal with the controller. Okay, everything is looking good. So we're going to play a game of Slay the Spire just to sort of end the stream. Streaming for the new place, I do need to work on the sound dampening issues. In terms of connection stability, it is definitely a lot better than it was back at home, back at Illinois. It helps to have a 500 megabit per second connection, but I do need to find a way to not annoy Mermaid by talking too loudly, and I think some sound dampening would help that. All right. You start to Slay the Spire by choosing a character, whether it be the Ironclad, which is more of your sort of warrior type, the Silent, which is sort of like a poison rogue type, or the Defect, which is sort of a mage type character, but I think he's the most unique. Also, I'm noticing this Ascension. I don't remember what this is. I don't think I've seen that before. But I'm going to start with the Defect because I think he's the most interesting character. There's also a fourth character, but I haven't unlocked him yet. You have to actually beat a run, which, let me tell you, it's a roguelike. It's not that easy. All right, so starting with our whale friend here, I get to choose sort of an upgrade to start off the run. I can upgrade my card, a card in the deck. Obtain 3 random potions. Potions drop consistently. I never grab this. Lose all my gold and get more HP. That actually may be the best option here for this run. and then obtain a random boss relic, but I do want to start with the cracked lightning, so I'm going to take the max HP and lose all my gold. Alright, so this is a run, or a level within Slay the Spire. Your goal is to get to the end, beat the end boss, go to the next one. Alright, later, Scotty. So you start by just selecting which way you want to go, and I'm going to start with for a fifth guy here. This is a card game. Each turn you have X amount of energy that you can play, and they will allow you to attack, defend, or do something special. So, for example, I could actually do all three in this case. I can strike, which is just a general attack, and I choose who I want to attack. So I will attack the acid slime. I could have a skill, so I can gain a certain amount of block to defend myself. But I know that I don't need to this turn because it does show me what the enemy's going to do. So this guy's going to put a negative effect on me. This guy's going to put a negative effect on me. There's no reason for me to block to protect my HP because, well, I'm blocking for no good reason. I might as well just strike and kill an enemy off. Or I can do something special. The whole gimmick around this guy, the defect, is that he has these orb slots, and these orbs do something passive and active. So for lightning, if it's in one of his slots, he'll do 3 damage to a random enemy. When it gets invoked, which I'll show you later, it'll do 8 damage. So I'd rather have that extra damage per turn and play the lightning. 3 and 3. All right, he's going to hit a status on me. He's going to lick me. I think he's going to... Yeah, he's going to make it so that I can't gain as much armor per turn. But that's okay because he's just doing negative status effects. So I can just hit him in the face, hit him in the face. I can evoke my next orb twice, which, well, that's going to kill him. Simple enough. You get some loot, and you get to add a card to your deck. This is where a lot of the uniqueness of a run comes in, because depending on what cards you get, you're going to really need to develop a strategy based on the cards you get. Yeah, you're going to have some situations where you're going to use randomly, or, you know, you're going to get some things randomly, but you're really going to want a deck that is going to synergize with each other. Dynasty, I switched to Slay the Spire because the Squid game is only 40 minutes. It's a very small, short game for $2. So, in this case, none of these cards are going to be something that I'm going to, you know, focus my strategy around. So I'm actually going to grab the Steam Barrier because it's got a 0 cost, and I feel like I'm going to use that a little bit more. Now, you can go left or right in this choice. One is a specific enemy, and one is an unknown. Now, the thing is that I'm going to go with the unknown because of the fact that I see this up here. I don't need the merchant right now. I really don't, because guess what? I gave all my gold away. So I'm going to go to the right and see what the special portion has. As you come to a dead end and wall slam around the ceiling, 3 faces materialize from the wall and speak. I can remove a card from my deck, transform a card in my deck, or upgrade a card in my deck. Considering it's pretty early, I actually want to transform a card. Upgrading a card is great when you get some more powerful cards, but this early on, I don't really feel like it's that great. And removing it doesn't really matter at this point. So transform a card. I'm going to transform one of my blocks. So it actually transformed it into a really useful skill. It is, if I don't have any block, I'll get 11 block. Does your character or class progress when you start a new run? Yes, it can, but it does it in like 5 increments. So like you need an X amount of experience and you'll gain like 3 cards that unlocks for you. But really you start the same at the start of every run. It's just that certain cards are now available to you for the next runs. Can you upgrade your base stats? No. All right. Enemies. These guys. So these guys, once you hit them once, they'll curl up and gain some armor. So you really want to be careful. All right, this guy's going to hit me for 6. So I'm going to be... I want to guard my HP as much as possible here. Mostly because gaining HP with certain characters is very, very difficult. So I'm going to actually block twice and channel the lightning so it does a little bit more damage. As you can see, that did pretty well. He grew, so he's going to be strong, but I should be able to take him out with 1 hit now, which is going to help me a lot. He doesn't need... He's going to do negative effects. Is it more of an Isaac style adding to the loot pool rather than... To a certain extent, yes, FAQ. Let's see here. Well, the problem is that he's not attacking me, but a lot of my cards are all blocking. So, I mean, I'll add the blocks, but doesn't really matter. He's going to hit me with a spit web. It's going to mean that I don't think I can attack very well, but considering the fact that I do 6 damage a turn and he's at 5 HP, it really doesn't matter. I got a potion, which allows me to gain armor. And let's see. I do want to keep drawing. This card is very useful because it allows me to keep on cycling cards, and the 0 cost really helps. The frost does help too, but I'm going to start with the FTL. All right, enemies. This guy, Jawworm. Starts off with 11 attack, which is a bit, but luckily I have this 0 steam barrier. Okay, got 11. I'll be able to defend myself and not take damage. I did not enjoy it because since I felt that at some point it became unfair for no reasons. Here's the thing. At times you feel like the run can be sort of, I don't want to say pointless, but like you were doomed at a certain point after a certain decision. But to be honest with you, I feel like that's coming with experience. Like I'm getting further and further because I know whether or not to be aggressive or defensive in certain cases. All right, use my FTL, gain another card. He tends to block and use a buff. Okay, great. Well, I'm going to hit him for a bunch. He's not going to attack me. Let's see, evoke twice. Yep, that's death for him. What I don't like is that I haven't gotten a good relic yet, which could really tell you which way to move your deck. I'm going to take the power because I feel like I'm going to need it later on. Powers are something that allow you to use an ability per turn. So, all right. Let's see. 5 damage to you. This auto shield card is if you have no block, which I don't right now, gain 11 block. Pretty important. You got to be careful with certain cards. Like that potion, that plated armor, starts you with armor every turn, which may make that card useless. I feel like the learning curve is pretty reasonable, but it can be a little bit frustrating at times. Like, if you run into an enemy you've never seen before and he just absolutely isn't the right kind of enemy for your deck. Okay, so he gained strength. I blocked him. That's good. All right, so they're both attacking. I'm going to focus on getting this guy down because he, let's see, 16, 12. Oh, boy. Let's see what the invoke does first because I can't get this guy dead unless if this hits at least once. That will tell me what to do next. Okay, so it killed the other guy. Great. Except, if you noticed, he's got this on death applies to vulnerable portion, which means I take more damage, which means I'm going to take damage from this. So, okay, fine. I will block and do some damage, But you know what? I think I could have gotten... If I attacked and let the orb hit him, I could have... See, that's the experience thing. I could have actually killed him that turn. But I didn't. Power potion. That's actually really useful. Yeah. You don't want too many of these in your deck because you run into the situation where you just keep on drawing them. Do I really want another one early on here? Yes, I do. All right. Fires. Campfires. You have two choices. You can rest and gain HP. Well, obviously I don't really need to. Or you can smith, which is upgrading a card. I'm going to upgrade a card. I'm actually going to upgrade Zap so that it is cost 0. And you'll see why I do that in a bit. So now I can play that card for free pretty much every turn it comes up. All right, let's see. First of all, FTL, because I haven't played deal 5 damage if I've played less than 3 cards this turn. It's a perfect opening starter hand. I will deal 5 to you. You'll gain 5 armor, but that's okay. I will auto shield so that he'll take that 5 damage. I'm going to use a power, which allows me to start to trigger the passive ability of my next orb at the start of every turn. So it's going to deal 3 damage randomly. And I might as well do some more damage to this guy. I don't need the block. And I don't really want to use this card because it decreases the block next time. If I don't need to use it, then why bother? So there's like, it's those little situations where like sometimes it's actually better not to play a card, which seems a little bit weird at first, but I do like the interesting elements of, oh, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't do that. All right. Channel a lightning for free like that. No matter what, I'm going to take damage here because, well, you know what? I could drink the plated armor, but I don't think I'd be taking like at least 1 damage. I don't think that's worth it. So I'm going to hit you once, you twice, and I'm going to defend. I'm going to take 1 damage, but I want to keep both of my orbs up. I don't want to evoke because you lose that orb for the rest of the match, or at least the rest until you get another one through your deck. I could take 1 HP. That's fine. All right, he's got 9 now, which... Okay, well, first of all, FTL. FTL again, because, of course. Auto shields, that will be enough to block him. Channel another lightning, strike him in the face. And that may be enough? Yeah, it'll be enough with the passives. End my turn, and then hit him again. I really want a relic. I need a relic here. Double my energy and exhaust. That could be really useful, but here's the thing. My deck right now... I'm guessing you're eventually add all the elements that you channel. Yes. I just haven't run across them yet. Deal 9 damage. Put the next card you play on this turn on top of your dry pile. This could be really useful for, like, chaining cards. So I'm going to actually put Rebound. I just haven't run across one that I've taken out of one of those other orbs. But yes, there are other orbs that you'll be able to use. I'll show you as soon as we get to them. All right, start with FTL. We will auto shield to block all that damage. We will loop because that's extra damage per turn. And because we have enough armor, we'll strike him once. He does 10, but he also steals 15 gold, which sucks. He could actually run from us and completely stop us from dealing damage. Ooh, okay, so I don't have another orb yet, so I really don't want to use this. So, because of that, and the energy I've got, I'm actually not going to use my Steam Barrier because I don't want to decrease it just in case I need it. I'm just going to defend, strike. I want to keep that damage up right now. He steals another 15 gold. All right, 10. All right, so first FTL. All right, and this is why Rebound is so cool. So Rebound, then I zap, and that goes to the start of my next turn where I can get even more damage per turn. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to kill him. Stole back some of the gold. You do lose a little bit of the gold at times. Man, I'm not getting any of the orbs. This is a really powerful card later on, and I actually want to take it now because your deck can grow pretty big. Oh, hey, a treasure. Cool. This may give me a relic that actually will be really useful. Ah, okay, so relics are things that make a run easier, and they can make things really, really powerful in terms of the way that you go and strategize things. For example, Molten Egg. Whenever you add an attack into your deck, upgrade it. So it automatically upgrades it. Open Critic is like Metacritic, except you can choose who you follow in terms of criticism. And I'm actually on Open Critic in terms of not a main site, but as a sort of a secondary user. You could choose who you follow, and that can make your own score. All right. So this one's going to be interesting. Let us do... I don't have any damage yet, so I need... or block yet, so I need to see... Wow. I did not... All right, so I'm actually going to start this off by using my power potion because I need something for this fight because these guys could start ganging up on me. Prevent the HP. No, I don't really want... That's going to be temporary. First card you play each turn is played twice. That's a pretty powerful one, and because it's going to cost 0, yeah. So that's going to be really useful for the rest of the match. Ooh. Hold on a second. Let me think about this. If I play it if I rebound and I choose that, I could end up playing this first, and even though there would only be, I think, no, there would be 5 cards left. So it wouldn't even give me an energy. So no, that's not, we're not going to do that. We're just going to rebound. We're going to take damage this turn. Well, yeah, we're going to take damage this turn. I'm just going to focus down one of these guys. Sometimes the shuffle doesn't go your way. Unplayable cards. That can be an interesting dilemma at times because they could fill your hand with garbage that you draw. Okay. Remember, first card you play each turn is played twice. Note how I haven't played any cards this turn, but guess what? Nice. All right, Channel Lightning. I'm going to take damage. I need to block. I really need to block to minimize the damage in question. 16. I'm going to take 2, but that's fine. At least I'll be able to get rid of 1. This is a little stat. It negates debuffs, which I'm not really focusing on right now. Again, depends on which character you play. Like, for example, the sort of roguelike character will poison a lot, and poison can really stack after a while. All right. Don't need the block. I'm going to put the power on so that I invoke every turn. I'm actually, because they're going to both attack next turn, so I'm actually going to rebound and then auto shield. Even though the block doesn't do anything for me this turn, I'm betting that they're going to hit me harder next turn, each of them, and thus I'm going to want to have that auto block. So they have 9 and 9. First part per turn gets played again. All right. Now, gain that block. Nail him down. And I was able to minimize the damage. Where is Squid? We played through Squid. Squid is fine. Is this a rogue and a roguelike? He's more of a mage and a roguelike. All right. Actually, so remember how I had that card that can invoke? Here's the thing. Notice how there's 3 orb spots. What would happen if I were to cast a 4th orb? Well, it would actually end up evoking the latest one in the chain. So I play Zap. It evokes once. It evokes twice, and the latest orb gets evoked, hitting him for 8. Nice. I might as well just play these cards. The status of cards will be things like Ethereal, which means that you can't play certain things. All right, 28 gold. If you end your turn without block, gain 6 block. That can be useful at times, so that's a nice relic to have. Channel 1 Frost for enemy. Ooh. This could be really useful. So we're going to take that. We're going to take Chill. All right, question mark. You come across it in... All right, so we could obtain a golden idol. You don't see any traps nearby. We're going to trigger a trap. Enemies drop 25% more gold. That's great. But I have to take a hit here. I could lose 7 HP, which would get me back to where I started from. Take 22 damage. I don't want to take 22 damage. Or an injury, which means it's a card that goes into my deck that's unplayable. I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to hope that I can play enough cards during the turn that doesn't become a problem. Also, yes, also a FIFO Q. That's actually pretty much what it is. I could rest and gain 14 HP, but you know what? It's just hard not to want to upgrade. Power of hitting the orb 2 times is really great. 12 damage is great. 15 block is excellent. It's going to either be loop or auto shields. I feel like because this is such an important card for me, I'm going to go with auto shields. Three. Let's see. Can we get that Frost card? Cool, we did. So, channel 1 Frost for each enemy in combat. What does that mean? Well, we're going to find out. Frost is a defensive orb. At the end of a turn, gain 2 block. Or gain 5 block when you invoke. So I'm going to gain 6 block, which actually is going to deal with everything that I need right now. So that's nice. FAQ, you're right. There are options that will remove those harmful cards for a cost. Or there are times where those cards... There's even situations where even those curse cards can have upgraded versions of themselves that will actually penalize you for taking them out of the deck. So, yes, there are options to take them out. Or, in certain cases, it's a good card to be used for a card that needs to be discarded. All right, I'm going to rebound you. I'm going to strike you and get rid of you. And I'm going to defend. 7, 9, 11. So the Frost is very good for players who want to go with a defensive option, which can work. You could focus on getting attack and just leave all your Frost orbs to defend you. And in certain cases, it can work. All right, 15. That's a lot. That is a bit. And here's the thing. I don't have any really good ways to block at this point. But because I can play the channel, I can evoke my first 1, which will give me 5. Then 7 and 9. That's going to help me because I can kill this guy, and it's going to be able to absorb all that damage. I could have just, you know, tried to block as much as I could, but strategically made sense for me to take out one enemy and then use the lightning because I was able to absorb the damage. All right, there's the unplayable. We're going to FTL. We're going to FTL again. We don't even need the cards because we're good. Gain 1 block. Permanently increase this card's block. So the more you use this card, the more it really helps you. This one is great because well, first of all, it's already upgraded thanks to the Molten Egg, but it becomes better as the match goes on. I feel like I've got enough block cards for now, and I don't feel like I want to use Barrage just yet. So I'm going to use Streamline. All right, left and right, right. Let's go right. Ooh, a lot of guys. I think Aggregate is going to allow me to gain at least 1 energy, so I can use all these abilities. So block, block, 10. I'm going to take damage, but I'm going to take somebody with me. So he's going to do 13. That's fine. All the little slimes. Right now, that frost one is going to really come in handy. Of course, I didn't get it. I did get weakened by one of them. I do less damage, which sucks. 13. Five, 5, 3. Trying to think. Is there a good way? Yeah, no. I feel like I gain 5 and I kill one of these guys. And that's enough. And I'm going to take 3, but that's fine. Those weeks can really start to add up over time. Okay, FTL, great. Even though I'm weakened, I'm not doing as much damage, that's fine. Might as well auto shield because that'll give me enough block. Might as well use the passive portion and then strike. I'm going to leave you up because I don't care about that status effect. But, it only does 3 damage. I might as well get rid of you. If you stream just 4 hours later, you may get me back on track. I don't think I'll be streaming 4 hours later. Get some sleep, man. 2 enemies. Channel those 2. Gain the block. I don't need the energy because I have everything. But I will do this, and I'll channel a lightning because that will allow me to kill pretty much everything. Ooh. That's a really, really nice card. Or potion. Lightning, Frost, and Dark Exhaust. Ooh, Beam Cell being 0, too. Vulnerable can be really useful against guys with a lot of HP, so I'm going to actually do that. All right, we got a fire. I'm actually going to gain HP because we're going into our big end fight here. And who is our big boss? The slime boss. When its HP is at or below 50%, it will split into 2 smaller slimes with the current HP. All right. Start of these big, huge boss fights, you always want to start with powers because they're going to be really useful. But considering I have FTL, might as well do that. I will loop. I will chill. Because there's only, well, there could have been 2 enemies at one point, but I want the early frost. And I'm actually going to drink my Essence of Steel. It gives me 4 armor at the end of my turn, but it will stay, and I will keep on gaining that armor every turn, unless he's able to do HP damage. Then it will remove one of those armors. So it basically is 4 free armor at the start of the game. All right, let's see. FTL, of course. Let's see. His enemies are unknown. His attention, so he's not attacking me. But I'm going to save auto shields anyway for next turn. I mean, that armor's not going to make a difference, but that's fine. This is fine. Now he's gonna want to do a lot of damage. 35. There's a reason why I wanted that auto shields card back. But I'm not going to be able to do much else with it. I might as well play Distilled Chaos. See what it gives me. Because I'm going to be hurting, although after each boss you do regain HP. Okay, 26. You know what? I'm willing to take 11 or 29, 28. I'm willing to take that damage. I want to get Streamline going here. So, oh, that's even more perfect. I forgot he went to half HP, so he's going to split, so he doesn't even do that damage this turn. I'm dumb. I should have seen that. So now he's splitting into 262 health guys. Okay, 16 damage. Oh, those slimes. God damn it. Oh, but that's great for this thing. First, we're going to Beam Cell. We're going to apply Vulnerable to this guy. We're going to Gambler's Brew, which means I'm going to just discard all these cards and gain 4 new cards. Of course, one of them is an injury. That's fine. This is fine. 5, 7, 11. Yep, might as well use the Steam Barrier. And let's focus on getting this acid guy down. Barely survived, and I keep my plated armor in check. Oh, 27 damage. That's going to hurt. That's really going to hurt. I got to get this guy split so I avoid doing more damage here. Okay, so he's splitting next turn. I'm going to take damage no matter what. Because of that frail is going to really screw that up. I might as well just do as much damage as I possibly can right now. So that's going to take away 1 plate armor. It's going to put more status blobs. 10, 7. Okay, let's see what I can do here. First of all, yeah, I'm definitely going to rebound you and hit you. Take that out. Going to auto shield and zap. So got rid of one of the small guys. Sweet. Lick. Avoid the damage. So you can see how, like, every decision you make, especially for these long fights, how, like, oh, hey, I got rebound back. How doing Streamline this early on is really going to help me for the rest of the game. I don't really want to... I'll defend, but I'm not going to dual cast because I sort of want that Frost to come back. So... he's going to actually split into very small guys because I did so much damage to him. Yeah, 6. So it actually does reward you for getting him as low as possible. All right, let's see. FTL. I'm weakened. That sucks, but that's fine. Gonna hit you. We're going to streamline... oh, might as well streamline you because you're going to do more damage. And we're going to strike you. We're going to zap. You're going to die this turn. Boss is defeated. And now we get a more rarer card. Ah, this is one of the cards I really wanted. All for one. Deal 14 damage. Put all cost 0 cards from your discard pile into your hand. Think about how many 0 cost cards that I have in my deck right now. There's a significant amount of them. So I'm gonna take this one. Hyper Beam, yeah, it's great to deal 34 damage at once. And yeah, it's great to be able to play a card twice, but my strategy right now with the 0 cost cards, I'm taking all for one. And that's the sort of synergy that I was talking about earlier in the stream. All right, elites drop an additional relic when defeated, and that could be useful. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. That can get annoying, and I don't really want that. No longer see enemy and tent, which means that I won't be able to see what they're able to do, which a lot of my planning involves that. So I'm going to take the Black Star. Basically, if I defeat more stronger enemies, I'm going to get an additional relic from them. All right. Speaking of which, where are my elites? There's 2 on this path. Do I really feel like I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna be aggressive in this run because I just am. Oh, I need to do a lot of damage to you early. Okay, first, FTL. Second, FTL. I'm going to gain 2 energy, so I'm going to be able to play every card in my hand. I'm going to take damage because I don't have enough block. That sucks. But that's, you know what? Sometimes it happens. I think I'm starting to understand how this game became your new addiction. Yeah, it's very strategic, and it's very, like, being able to have some of these real, like, crafting moments of, like, oh, I want to build this deck in this way. It is very, very, I just want to keep playing. I just really want to keep on seeing what is out there next. I am going to take 8 damage because I don't have a lot in the blocking right now. Oh, 2. Not sure why I only took 2. Okay, auto shield. Yeah, I'm going to rebound, auto shield, and defend. Because he's got to do an 18 damage to me, and I can't really afford that. Not this early in a run. Yeah, there's the fires, but I don't really want to play to the fires. Ah, here we go. All for one. Yeah. First, I'm going to play the auto block. Gain that 11 armor. All for one. 14 damage. And look who all are back. See how ridiculous some of those more upgraded cards are? And if you build your deck completely around them, they can have ridiculous turns. And that's some of the things I really love about Slay the Spire, is the fact that you can really just get things absolutely going. Boot sequence, you'd think, oh, okay, 0 cost card, but this is an exhaust, which means that during that combat, you can't use it again. So you start it with 13 block at the start of the game because you start the card with that in combat, but no. 10, I'm actually going to gain the power, which you'll see when it comes into use later on. I'm actually going to go to the store. So let's see. He's got some cards for me that I can buy. Let's see. Put an attack from your draw pile into your hand. So I could immediately draw a card, which... Let me think here. Yeah, the all for one is an attack, and I could grab it. But here's the thing. You'd think that would be great. Okay, I can get that card and get it out of my deck. But do I really want it sooner? I actually don't. I want it later because I want to use as little zeros or as many zeros before I actually grab it. So this actually doesn't work as well for me. Mind Blast. Deal damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile. Innate, which means you start each combat with it in your hand. So the more cards you have, the more damage that does. Yeah, that can be really, really useful. Rebound. We've seen how important Rebound has been to certain elements in my fight. What about the relics? Whenever you add a skill to your deck, upgrade it. That could really be useful. Combat rewards now contain colorless cards and cards from other colors. I feel like I have to take Mind Blast because that is a very powerful card. I want to take I need some more block, and I like the fact that you gain energy on the next turn. So I'll gain that one. I'll take another Rebound because, well, of course. And I'll take the Streamline again because that has been great for other fights. Do I want another loop? I don't feel like I want another loop. Let's look at the potions. 5 strength, which means I do more damage per turn. I'm actually going to take the block. That can really help me in a bad situations. Card colors. So, like, there's blue, there's gold, I haven't really figured out exactly what this means. And that's part of the weirdness of this game. Like, even now, I'm still like, what are the colors of the cards? Are they the rarities? No, because it says colorless. So I'm not exactly sure yet. It may have to do with the orb colors, but I'm not sure. Oh, this guy. So this guy, his armor stays on him because of a barricade. It always loses. Like, he always keeps that armor, and he can gain a lot of armor. So this is going to suck. I'm going to start with... I'm actually going to start with Rebounding. I know I could play all for one, but there's no cards in my discard pile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Rebound. I'm going to Mind Blast, because I'm going to put that back on top of my deck. I'll chill to gain a little bit of armor, and end my turn. So he's going to gain some more armor here. Yeah, 29. All right. Mind Blast, 17. That gets him down a little bit. I could Rebound again, but it's not really going to help me. And unfortunately, I'm going to take damage this turn, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to innate. Well, let's see here. Let's think about this. I draw 5 cards next turn, so I'd be at 12. Doing 12 damage, which is more than most cards do. Do I have enough confidence that I'm going to get enough block? I've got plenty of other block cards, but so yeah, I'm going to... I'm going to take some damage, but I'm also going to... Okay. 13, 18... Yeah, he's dead. 13, 18, 20. All right. Glacier, gain 10 block to Frost. Oh, that is really useful. It's that 2 cost that I really hate, but you know what? That may be good for defensive purposes. Can you see all your cards started before a run? Yeah. They're always the same cards when you start a run. They're always the strikes, the blocks, I think the dual cast, and it's always the same for each character, for the character. All right, I don't want to go right because I want to face those elites. So I'm going to go left and face the enemy. Oh, okay. He's the brute. He's the healer. What do? We always take out the healer first. And because they're not going to do damage to me, Mind Blast. And I might as well just passive at this point. Oh, I gained 6 armor because I stopped without a block. That Mind Blast is turning out to be really useful for me. 14 damage, okay. All right, 18. That takes out his armor. But I'm gonna need some way to block. 17, 13. Okay, first we're gonna take out your armor. We're gonna FTL. We're gonna get. Okay, this sucks. Do I take the 14 damage? Okay, I will be taking 8 damage because of the Archilium. I might as well. Because the thing is he will heal. So I do need to get rid of him. Is there a limit to how big your deck can get? I haven't run into a problem in terms of the deck limitations. I don't believe there is one. But I haven't also gotten to the end boss yet, so. Alright. Took some damage. That sucks, but that's okay. We're going to. Oh man, he's doing 24 damage, but we're going to gain 15. We're going to apply vulnerable to him, and that's going to be useful next turn. We're actually going to gain 25 block and the frost for later turns. So we're going to absorb all that damage. Yeah. 14, okay. 2, 4, 9. 2, 4, 6. 11. All right. I'm going to take damage either way. Well, no, hold on. Let me think about this. No, I don't have to take damage. So I chill. Do 8 to him. I invoke my orb. 10, 12, 14. Great. That takes care of everything. You feel like so smart when you able to just avoid damage every turn. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. It's. See, I would almost want to rebound, but the thing is that the deck will shuffle. Because I only got 2 cards left, then the discard gets put into the draw pile. So rebounding all for 1 would mean that I would be rebounding at the start of the deck. I'm not going to do that. 14 damage to you. Look at everything that's back again. Oh, let's Beam Cell. Oh, let's FTC. Oh, let's channel that. You know what? We're going to increase our block because that's what we're going to do. 13, 15. That's enough damage for this. 1. Man, those cards become such an integral part of your deck at times. Ooh. The Beam Cell is such a nice card because it applies a weakness to the enemy. But the self-repair, this could be really useful for the strategy I'm going for because I'm defending a good amount and having those big turns and healing on those turns that I can. Yeah. All right. Going left. Ooh. This would mean I would start. Okay, so I can attempt to attain a relic 50% of the time I'm going to become cursed, which means I have an unplayable card. And I start it with my hand, so I'm always going to have it in there. That is a hard one because the unplayable cards, you can get around them. But the innate portion, the fact that you start your hand within your hand all the time. Yeah, you know what? I'm willing to risk it. Dope. Oh, I did get a relic. Every 3 turns gain an energy. That actually is a really good one. So now I get an extra energy after every 3 turns, which can be really useful. But I'm going to have to get rid of you. Okay, first of all, 24 damage to you. FTL. Ooh. Okay, nope. No, this is going to exhaust immediately. I can do another 5 damage to him. Do I take the 7? Yeah, I got to guard here. Sometimes the strategy doesn't work because the all for one is obviously the sort of big turn if you get it on the right turn, which in some cases doesn't happen. Okay, let me think about what I want to do here. Gaining 10 block and everything becoming frost would be nice, and in fact, that's going to be useful right now. So 2 does some damage to him. I'll channel 1 to gain another 5, 17, 19. Yeah, I'm going to self-repair. So that heals 7 at every turn. So I'm going to gain 19. It's going to take care of all that 6 and 3, but that HP. All right, 21 damage. I need to get, oh boy, 7. Okay, focus is actually really interesting. So focus increases the effectiveness of channeled orbs. So now notice how this went from 2 to 3. So now focus allows me to do a little bit more with my orbs, which is nice. Let me think here. If I evoke twice, I gain 12 block. 12, 15. I would only take 6. And then I would heal for 7. All right. I'm going to rebound. Oh, wait, hold on. 6, 12, 19, 21. Okay. No, I'm going to be okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to rebound. I'm going to charge my battery to get more energy per next turn. And I'm going to evoke to gain some armor. And look at that. Take all that energy. But I'm also going to gain that HP at the end of the turn. All right, let's see. 24, 15, 18. All right, 15, 22. That's 25. That's everything I need. Now, you can go super aggressive. And I'm playing a very defensive style with the defect, which I feel like his style really plays to an effective... Oh, boy. 30 damage, and I don't really have a lot of options here. All right, first FTL. Damn. I feel like I need to draw. I'm going to draw 3 cards with this guy. I don't have another way to gain cards. All right, Beam Cell. Vulnerable. Rebound. I'm going to put this back on the pile because you'll see in a second. And then I'm going to streamline, block. I'm taking a shit ton of damage. It sucks, but it happens. All right. And he plays another bunch of wounds, but now all my cards are back. And guess what? Okay, FTL. Oh, I don't even need it for this one. I don't have... I mean, I can play this, but you know what? Actually, I'm going to play it, but I'm I'm going to rebound. And it's not going to matter because he's dead. And because he was an elite, I get 2 of these relics. For every 5 cards in my deck, I heal 3 HP whenever I enter Rest Site, which means more HP. Whenever you receive 5 or less unblocked damage, reduce it to 1. So even if I take 4 damage or 3 damage, it's going to move it to 1, which is nice for my defensive style. Ooh, another FTL. That would be useful, but I think I need that charge battery. I want that energy and block. Oh, if you've played less than 4 cards this turn. Ooh, that's tempting. It would mean that 1/10 of my deck would be... Yeah. I'm going with that. All right, fire. We are going to... Oh, we gained 18 HP thanks to the feather. Without another fire being so near, we have another elite coming up. We got the block. We might as well smith. 10 HP. That could be really useful. Later, Yusin. 2 focus would be useful, but I'm going to go with the self-repair. All right. Another elite. Oh, God. This guy. These guys can do a ton of damage to you. All right. Mind Blast 25. Okay. Let's think about this here. Three of 4 cards. All right. First, we're going to innate. We're going to try to get this guy down. We're going to draw... Well, might as well just draw the 1 because it's not going to matter. Okay, got that. I'm going to drink the block potion because, well, I'm just going to avoid taking tons of damage here. Glad I was able to do at least some of this. 19, okay. First of all, how many zeros do I have? Well, I'll have 2. Okay. First, we're going to... FTL. We're going to zap. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, we're definitely doing that now. Chill. Rebound. All for 1. 11. We're going to channel lightning. Yep. And even though it's not going to draw us cards, it's going to do enough damage to take him out. I'm hoping for Shantae, personally, for Smash. I know a lot of people are saying Dante, but I really hope it's an indie, and I really hope it's Shantae, personally. FTL. Auto shields. All for 1. Oh, look at all those cards that are back. Oh, look at all that lovely, lovely damage. See how you can just absolutely create your deck to be such a monster? Okay, 26. The next 2 non-boss checks you open contain 2 relics. That's actually really useful. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. That's really useful, although it also sort of completely destroys the Orchium effect. And draw 1 card. I don't have a lot of unique orbs. Rip and tear. I feel like I have to take this just because Doom. I'm I'm betting it is. You know, I feel like there's been so many predictions. I feel like it's going to be a prediction out of left field. Here we go. We got. I think it's going to have two relics. Start each combat with 3 thorns, which means it does attack damage for everybody who hits me. That's nice. Oh, and raise by max HP. Sweet. All right, I'm going to go... Okay, either way, I'm going... I don't need to go to the merchant. Yeah, I'm going to go with you. Upon receiving attack damage, gains 3 block. Block gains increased as malleable triggered. Okay. 26 damage. I mean, I don't need that much cards, so... I'm taking a lot of damage this turn. Sadly. I'm gonna need that fire to regain energy. All right, let's see here. First of all, you'd think I would want to use this first, but no, I want to apply the vulnerable so that I do more damage. All right, and then I need to block. I need to gain some block. And the vulnerable didn't matter. Ooh, evoke by... Well, I don't have that. I'm not really harnessing an orbs. Whenever you receive unblocked attack damage, but I'm really an armor guy right now. I'm going to go with loop. I'm actually going to take another one because of the strategies. All right. Question mark. Spare some child. Ooh. Yeah, I will give you... Yes, I would like you to take this away, if you would. Thank you. I love the beggar. He's really useful at times. Like, situations like that. Alright. I'm going to gain... Even though I could upgrade and I've got a lot of it, I'm going to just take the HP. I'm going to full up. Yeah, there's another fire here, but... This run is going extremely well, by the way. Negative status effects, so I can focus on just hitting you. A Mind Blast. I'd actually do more damage if I rip and tear and then streamline. You're literally... I've literally taken half of his HP just starting off the game. Perplexing Glare. I'm confused. Now my costs are random. This can be a bitch. This can be a real bitch. At least the defend is 1, but like rebound's usually 1. Now it's 3. I'm gonna block and I'm going to self-repair. It's gonna suck, but gotta do it. At least I'll gain that HP back. Really? The 0 spell card is... What really sucks here is that either I do damage and block a little bit, or I block completely and stop the damage entirely. So I'm just going to do that. At least I get the energy for next turn. Oh boy. He's doing 22. And I've got really no way to help that. Fudge. I hate this guy. I hate him. Because he can really just screw with everything you do. with those costs, and that's part of the downside of my deck, is that I'm so reliant on 0 cost cards that, well, obviously when no 0 cost cards are there, it's a bit of a problem. So he was able to upset my strategy in just one go. Gain block equal to number of cards in your discard pile. That could be useful. Channeling X Lightning. That could be useful. Reprogramming. The thing is that there are turns that I'm finding that I don't have. I have energy to spend that I want to take Tempest. I'm going to go with question mark just in case I get another treasure. Yeah, I'm not going to take a curse. I'll just pray and gain the health. I might as well smith because I don't need the rest. No. 2 focus could really help me. Adding that damage could really help. That could help. I'm actually going to gain the focus because that can be really useful from a turn-to-turn basis. All right, boss. 300 health. All right, let's see. How do I want to handle this? I don't need the self-repair because at the end of combat, it's not going to matter. All right, Mind Blast. Rip and Tear. Strike. 54 damage out of the gate. Not bad. FTL. No. Okay, so he's got his orbs up. 14 damage. Okay, first of all. Alright. I'm going to apply vulnerable to that orb to try to get rid of it. I'm going to rebound it. I'm going to rebound my FTL because I want to get it back. Guess I'm just blocking the rest of this because that's my only choice. They steal a card. You stole all for 1. On death, all... Ooh, I could... Him stealing all for 1 may have actually worked in my favor. Because I can wait to kill this thing on the right turn. Let's get him down a little bit. I gotta be careful with the lightning. Alright. I'm gonna Glacier. I'm gonna Defragment, and I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna focus on blocking. Yeah, honestly, it is a lot of strategy here, but that is sort of my forte in terms of seeing the right moves and sort of like a chess match. Okay, 9... Okay, 16, 20, 36 damage. I gotta think about how I'm gonna do this. If I kill him this turn, I've got to kill him this turn. Okay, first we're gonna do that. We are going to Steam Barrier. We are going to strike because I need that all for 1. We're going to Steam Barrier to get some armor. We are all for wanting you. We're going to Beam Cell. We are going to FTL. We're going to FTL. And we're going to Steam Barrier. So we got down to 23 armor. I've gotten to the third go-ahead, or third level boss. I haven't gotten any further than that. My run usually falls apart in the last part of the third portion. All right, let me see here. No, you're not gaining armor. Sorry. You're dead. We're going to zap. I might as well chill, just gain some armor. I'm going to loop again. So now I trigger my passive ability 3 times at... I'm looking okay in this fight. 51 damage. This is his hyper beam. This is where he basically does a hyper beam from Pokemon. So let's see. We're going to first we're gonna FTL. He's not gonna have to rest after he hyper beams, so I don't have to rebound. Actually, I will rebound. FTL. Auto shield. I'm going to take some damage, but that's okay. Because I'm going to recover my HP after this fight. Yeah, so now he's stunned. So I can focus on damage this turn. Damage. Beam Cell. Channel another lightning. I might as well for next turns. And then another more damage. It's like the opposite of a DPS check. Sort of, kind of. It's like, how much damage can I take this turn? This doesn't really help me. Well, it does more damage than everything else, though. Alright. Block. Block. Really, I don't have any other choice other than that. I could take the damage because it is the boss of this run. I think All for One should be coming up. There you are. But first, we're just going to do 20 damage, and then we're going to do 14 damage. So it's not going to even matter. Alright, what? Remove all your orbs, gain 1, and draw 1 card for each. No. Put 1 card from your draw pile into your hand. This would be useful if I had a card that would be useful for it. Really, Thunderstrike may be my best option, even though it's not as good as some other ones. Because these two are just useless to me. So I might as well take Thunderstrike. Replace this card. If you end your turn with any empty orb slots, channel 1 Frost. Nah. Gain start energy from the start of your turn. No longer obtain potions. It's been useful to me, though, but an extra energy a turn. Well, I haven't really needed the energy. Every 2 turns gain an... Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a no-brainer. I'm the king of long fights, and that is a long fight card. All right. I'm actually... It is 10 o'clock, and I gotta get to bed. I'm gonna call it here, but I'm going to quit and restart this game at some other point of the stream. At some other stream, maybe Saturday, depending on what I'm doing. Because I don't want to really mess with... Because I want to show everybody one run of this game, but I do have to get to bed. So... And just the fact that Andrea also needs to get to bed. So, I thank everybody for coming out. I'm going to call it a night for now. And tomorrow it is Super... Is it Super KO Punch or is it Super Punch KO? It's one of those. I think it's Super Punch KO, but don't quote me on that. So, we will continue this on Saturday or whatever the next stream will be, and I'm going to call it a night if anybody doesn't have any questions. And it is nice that you can save and quit. Super Crush KO. Thank you. Compendium, you get to see all the card libraries, relics that you found, potions that you ran into, and there are. Why did I just? It's neither. There are daily challenges for this guy too. So, and look at this. Patch notes. Really detailed patch notes that I really do appreciate. All right. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.